So today I'm really wanting to talk about, 2018. I think it's a good time to start thinking how to close off the year, using some reflection, and then start thinking about what you want to do for the new year. So I only have about 20 minutes before my kidpreneurs come in, and so I think I might do this for about 10 minutes and then just stop there, yeah? So the first thing I think is important to do is think about 2018, like what did you do, yeah? So if you're anything like me, you're terrible with that. Like I always forget to note down what I do. I do keep a diary and keep a log and things like that. Hey Kofi, I do keep a diary and keep a log, but especially as an entrepreneur, you really need to think to yourself, what did I actually do this year? Because sometimes you just get so carried away doing a million and one things. And then you forget the things that you did. So what were the highlights? Do you keep a note of these things? Do you keep lists of these things? And if you don't, maybe you should. So take out your diary and just start to remember, what did you do? It was like, oh my God, there was that great client I got in January. And then from all the things that you did, think about, well, what went well? Yeah. So another thing as an entrepreneur sometimes we're so, into what we're doing and making sure we keep the momentum up that we forget to actually think about, well, what went well? It might have been winning an award or something like that, or maybe just a client that was really happy and then sent you a gift for your birthday. What went well? And then think again about what went badly, because really the area for development comes from all the things that didn't go well. What went badly? And why did that happen? And how did it make you feel? So I always say to my entrepreneurs, the baby ones that are coming up now for today's session, and the adults, is I'm always saying to them, you have to think about what went wrong and how it made you feel, because you use that to propel yourself and to grow. Because if you were a little bit upset about what went wrong, then that means you're passionate about making sure it doesn't happen like that again. So you need to start thinking about what could you have done differently to change the outcome of that situation. And I know it sounds a bit deep, like, really just blaming yourself and looking at yourself as the problem, but you're in charge. So it's not that you're the problem, but you have the most power to fix the problem. Sometimes, yes, you're the problem, but sometimes you're not. Maybe you came across as the issue, but because you were marketing in the wrong place or to the wrong type of client, etc. So what could you have done differently to change the outcome of that? And what will you do differently for that in 2019? Okay, so that's like kind of thing. 2018. And I think a final thing to do would be to kind of make some notes about what kind of advice you'd give to other entrepreneurs coming into the new year. This year was very interesting and difficult for me, especially because the last 3 Christmases have been surrounded by, really important people in my life passing away and their funerals, etc. And this year is no different. I just came from my grandfather's funeral just over a month ago. So, and he passed away just a couple of days before Christmas. So I think for the rest of my life, Christmas might actually be ruined. But, that happened in 2018. So my advice personally for entrepreneurs in terms of the last point I made would be just to say that, life happens and you can't just stop every time that life happens. Actually, you just can't. I was listening to a podcast yesterday and the lady was talking about Steve Jobs and how he was still doing conferences and releasing products up until just under a month before he died, and knowing he was going to die, as though he was going to live forever. But it wasn't really that. He had the passion to continue doing what he was doing, and just continued on. So that would be my advice for entrepreneurs for 2019. So think about what advice you would give from your experiences in the year and maybe share that out there, okay, for 2018. Now we have 5 more minutes left. Yes, we have 5 minutes left so we can move into 2019 information. So for 2019, big thing, what do you want? Yeah, you can never have something that you haven't decided that you want. So what do you want for 2019? Do you want to start selling new products? Delivering new services? For me, I'm definitely going to have a whole bunch of new products and services. Not because they're going to be new, but because actually I've never actually put out specific products and services. I've been an entrepreneur for ages, but I've always found that people come to me for what they want. So I'm able to just provide it if it's in my skill set. But for 2019, I'm going to actually pigeonhole that and put that in a box. And it's like, these are the services I provide online, and these are the services I provide offline. I'm going to provide some one-to-one services and some group services. So, and I'm going to also have some products as well. So I recently launched the Entrepreneur Toolbox. And as you can tell in the name, it's a toolbox. So it's going to have a combination of products in the toolbox and services and things like that. Also, what do you want in terms of markets? So do you want to start targeting new audiences and new markets for 2019? And if you do, what do you need to start thinking about? Today with my entrepreneur babies, we're going to talk about buyer personas. So we're going to start thinking about who our new customers could be for 2019. What do they look like? What do they do? What do they have? How much do they spend? How often will they need to buy our products? So for example, if your product is a jumper, then I only need to buy that jumper once, right? Unless I ruin it. Or if it's a catalogue of things, then maybe like Boohoo, I'll have to come to you every time I've got somewhere important to go. So thinking about that. Then there's also things like marketing and the channels, right? So for 2019, maybe you're only using Instagram this year and you want to start using LinkedIn, something I want to do, right? So maybe thinking about marketing, like what new channels do you want to get involved in? And what new methods of marketing as well. I was just thinking earlier today that I should probably send out some Christmas cards to my clients for this year. Something that I don't normally do, actually, which is really strange, and I don't know why I don't normally do it, but it just never popped into my mind before. But this year I'm thinking maybe I'll send out cards to my former paying clients, and just say thank you for their support in 2018, yeah? So that's a new method for me. So what new methods do you want to start using? And what new content maybe do you want to start using in your marketing efforts as well? Yeah? So again, this is planning this out for the new year. What do we want to sell? How do we want to talk to people about what we sell? Who do we want to sell to? And if you're maintaining your customer base or your marketing channels, then obviously it's new content. What new content are you going to bring into 2019? Yeah? Another kind of option is thinking about, hey Danny, thinking about learning something new, right? So what in 2019 do you want to do in terms of education as an entrepreneur? There's so many things happening every single day, like so much new information, new apps, new tools, new everything. So what is it that you want to learn? Maybe you want to learn some new skills. Hey! Maybe you want to learn some new skills. Danny, your skills are great, so let's just leave that there. But maybe you want to learn some new skills in terms of entrepreneurship. And what are they, right? So start thinking about that. You have a whole new year to learn them, but you also have the rest of this month to start planning that out, what skills you want to learn. Or maybe you don't want to learn anything new, but you want to gather some new experiences. You know, in entrepreneurship and in life, the experiences that we have really inform us, and they help to, you know, help us make more grounded decisions that are true to ourselves. But sometimes we have to have those new experiences to be able to make some decisions about them. So what kind of new experiences do you want to have? Or maybe, lastly, it might be things to do with self-development. So maybe your skills and experiences are okay, but you're finding that you had a lot of issues this year with people, just relationship issues, you know, customers just being weird, or customers not wanting to buy from you, or you were feeling really down this year. So there's a lot of opportunities for self-development there. And to learn things. So going through what I've just gone through now is really good in terms of being a reflective entrepreneur. So important, right? Businesses fail because they don't reflect on what's gone wrong and what's gone well. So have a think about that in terms of self-development and all the things I mentioned today. I'm going to keep the live up, but I can hear the kid entrepreneurs coming down now. So as I said, it was going to be 10 minutes, and it actually is just under 10 minutes on the dot. So I'm going to leave you guys with this video, and I'm going to leave it live. I'm going to go off and do things with my little babies. I have been spamming my posts lately, but that's because I've been so busy for the last 2 months with everything, funerals, work, travel, that I didn't really feel the vibe to share content before. But yeah, so now I'm trying to backdate and share everything that I've been up to for the last few months. So if you do like what I'm up to, feel free to, you know, click that button. And share the love. And if you've got questions, or if you want to promote my profile to other people who might have kids that want to do entrepreneurship, or just adult entrepreneurs as well, feel free to do that. Yeah? Alright guys, so good luck with your review of 2018, planning for 2019. I might do some more on this, depending. And after this video is gone, I'm going to put it on IGTV once it's finished being live here. So have a good Saturday, everyone. See you later.